All rise.
You have UAAP, you have volleyball games, basketball games, right? I would like Jessup to be the UAAP no? In terms of intellectual competition, right?
So many surprises, things that we didn't really expect.
Malaki ang nakataya kasi, no? Dahil hindi lang pangalan ng eskwelahan, hindi lang reputasyon ng napakahabang legacy o kasaysayan ng kanilang eskwelahan, no? Kung hindi nakataya din yung kanilang reputasyon, gives them the self-confidence, the self-esteem, no?
You're trained to do more than what's expected of you, and you can bring that to whatever corporate or job scenario that you're at.
These are students who devote their time to mooting for the same reason. It's not just the cheering of the crowd, not just the victory. They do these things because they have a goal, and they know that it will give honor to the university and to their families.
Now the moment has come to announce the winner of the White and Case Jessup World Championship. The winner is the respondent.
Sigaw talaga kami. Sigaw talaga. Kasi, like, who would have thought na if you're delusional enough to believe na you could win everything, na you can actually win it. Kumbaga parang we were running on pressure and so much motivation coming into the international round since we had nothing to lose. Pero at the back of our head, we were also thinking na some things are not within our control anymore na. So we can do our best, but at the same time, hindi natin sure na mananalo tayo. So when we were there, it felt so surreal na actually na-process ko lang siya baka like hours later.
As soon as I got a text no, from, I think one of the professors informed me, from UP, Romel Casis, no, he is a very good debater and mooter himself. No, I think he was a champion as well. And of course, Ricky likewise messaged me. So when I got those messages, I was jubilant. No? I was so happy and so ecstatic. No?
Honestly, it was such a dream. I really loved every moment of it. Yung preliminary rounds, medyo mabagal siya day by day kasi you only get one round per day. Pero once you advance, tuloy-tuloy na yun eh. In one day, you can be attending 3 oral rounds. And at that point, I was running on adrenaline. Wala kaming kinakain. I remember like coffee ko lang from Dunkin' Donuts and then Doritos. Yun lang yung nag-pull through for me during the entire day. And honestly, I was just filled with overwhelming gratitude kasi it was my dream. I didn't ever think na I would be speaking in every round, na we would be advancing after every round. So, talagang thankful lang ako. And I took every round as like this time for me to perform. Honestly, even before I decided to go to law school, I already imagined myself before the Jessup podium. I don't know why. Pero,
have you been watching?
Yes, I do have friends who competed in the Jessup or other moot court competitions, and I would always see the publicity materials online. They're doing so well, you know, and I admired them. And I thought na, I think bagay naman yung face ko doon sa podium. So I always imagined myself being there, but I never really thought that it would be possible, reaching the final rounds. I think we approached the problem in a way that we really wanted to promote depth and collaboration. Kumbaga, I cannot remember how many times we read the compromis or the problem just to make sure na we're making use of all of the facts, just to make sure na we're being responsive to every argument. but also collaboration, not just within the team, but also with our professors, those mooters who came before us. I think really the edge of our team and UP Law in general is our strong tradition in the college. You will always see people coming back, helping out, being so generous with their time and their skill. We would not be here if not for them. I always say this whenever I get the opportunity na itong win na to is not the representation of my team's skill or talent. It represents the generosity, the talent, and the wisdom that generations of mooters have passed on to us.
Kasi may shared interest and shared experiences eh. That's just like barkadas, di ba? The reason why a barkada is closely knit is because they have shared experiences and shared interests. Ganon din yung debaters. I mean, yung ibang mga bata ang binabasa ay comics, no? Or ordinary newspapers. Pag debater, ang hawak niya economist. Ibang-iba eh. Makikita mo talaga, no? Iba yung interest nila. Pag nanood yun ng TV, pag nasa mga hotels kami, CNN ang pinupuntahan, etc. So, shared interest. No? Pag lumabas yan, yun nga lang. No? They work hard, they also party harder. So, ang lakas uminom yan. So, yan ang mga...
I consider law students my children-in-law. I call them my children-in-law. And as a father, of course, we like the best for your children-in-law, for your children, for our children-in-law. And I would like them to be the best of the best. I would like their legal skills to be sharpened. I would like them to interact with the other best students of the other law schools, no? And of course, foster camaraderie among the different students of the law schools all over the country. Yeah, I was a mooter sometime in 1988 or 87, no? Wow, how time flies, no? Well, at that time, there were only 3 law schools that participated. Initially, there were only 2, in fact, UP and Ateneo. But the following year, UST joined. And the year after, of course, I was a member already of the UST team. And so we slugged it out, no, with the best of that time, UP and Ateneo. I was a speaker. I was one of the oralists for the UST team. And I think my memory serves me right. I was the best oralist.
Yes, naku. Matagal ng panahon, no? I used to debate for UST, no? And during our time, we joined the World Universities Debating Championship, no? It's similar to the Jessup, but it's a different competition. We won the ESL, the English as Second Language category of the world's debate. So, in fact, my scholarship at UST was based on debating. Nagpa-practice kami noon sa UST. Ang gamit naming podium ay basurahan. Kasi wala namang kaming facility for debating at that time. So, yung Tinoco Park at saka yung park lang sa may UST, ang ginagamit lang namin doon ay yung mga basurahan itatayo namin para may podium. Wala namang kaming room para mag-practice. So, nandun lang kami, daan-daanan kami ng mga estudyante. No, natatawa sila, nag-i-English kami doon, no? Nagpa-practice kami na I mean, people laugh. No, but that's great. Moot court is a form of argumentation, no? It's like debating, but more formal. Moot court requires submissions of pleadings. Unlike ordinary debating, that's purely oral argumentation, Yung moot court, kailangan mag-submit ka ng mga papel. So, yun ang kaibahan. No? Plus, debating, usually, you debate among yourselves. Both sides debating against each other. In mooting, the debater is being asked questions by the judges. So it's totally different than ordinary debating. It's more akin to actual court litigation. Meaning, you're simulating, pretending to be in court. And the judges are asking questions to the lawyers, who are the debaters. It prepares the lawyers by giving them skills. Skills like research. As I said, you need to submit a memorial. A memorial is a pleading. You're given a problem and you're asked to prepare a memorial to answer the issues and argue your side of the problem. It requires extensive legal research. So if you're a mooter, it means you know how to do research. Second skill is oral communication, both written and oral communication. So communication skills. You need to express yourself, first in writing and then orally, because there's an oral stage of the competition. After you submit the pleadings, there'll be a time where you will be facing your opponent, the other side, before judges, and you'll be arguing. Third, you need to have critical thinking. You have to think on your feet. Because when you're asked by the judges, you don't see debaters looking for notes or referring to any other reference materials. Kailangan mabilis ka mag-isip. And you need to cite sources and cases immediately once you're asked by the judges. You need to persuade. You need to be able to calmly persuade and not be intimidated. You need to show to the judges and to your audience that you're authoritative on what you're saying. And then finally, it also shows teamwork. So you know that a mooter is a good mooter if he knows how to play by the rules and with a team. The skills I mentioned are lawyer skills, basically. That's why when we hire lawyers, we prefer mooters because we already know that they have the fundamentals. They have oral and written communication skills. They have legal research because you research international legal principles. And they are good in persuasion and they have critical thinking. These are essential lawyer skills. The materials that they read are actually legal materials. Some lawyers don't even know these topics, no? But these law students are more familiar with international legal concepts than most lawyers because international law is just one practice and not all lawyers are familiar with international law. So these are the 5 basic skills of a good mooter. And for law students, those skills are assets.
Pagbati og pahalipay sa malampusong Tuna Festival didto sa General Santos City, Mindanao. Mabuhay! Mula sa Billionaire News Channel. Always on top.
Sa States nagsimula yung moot court competition. It's a inter-university. The Ivy Leagues, meaning the major private universities and the known universities, had a competition among themselves. And isa sa mga nagtayo ng organization na ito, si Jessup. It was named after him, itong Jessup debates. But it's basically a moot court debate, inter-university debating, doon nagsimula. Nakita ko kung paano lumaki itong competition na ito. From a mere inter-university, interstate, nag-expand siya globally kung saan nagkaroon na ng mga participants. Dati by invitation lang. No, dati merong Harvard Invitational, Cambridge Invitational, and the Oxford Intervarsities. So dati ganun lang, mag-invite si Oxford, o sali kayo, mag-organize kami ng debate. Open to any universities worldwide. Hanggang sa inorganize ng International Law Students Association, sabi nila, bakit pa may kanya-kanya kayong competition? Iniimbita nyo rin naman yung mga ibang universities outside. Why don't we organize it properly? Magkaroon tayo ng isang champion sa lahat ng competitions na yan. Well, one ICJ judges, Philip C. Jessup. So the Philip C. Jessup competition. Because we're trying to simulate, ginagaya natin yung proceedings ng International Court of Justice.
Well, they consider Jessup the grand tradition of advocacy, where accordingly the best of the best and the brightest participate. And as I said a while ago, can you imagine 800 countries all over the world participating? Each team with 3 to 5 law students. No? So we're talking about thousands and thousands of students participating, right? And in the Philippines, we have to send, as in fact, we sent the best delegation based on the results of the competition. Nothing is more exhilarating and more fulfilling than to see your students slugging it out with the best students all over the world.
It's just one case, one legal problem that is written by an expert or group of experts. We call them the problem writers. You see, it's a case approach. It's a legal case approach, meaning it's an actual legal case that both sides, either side can win. So you have to include facts that would favor either side, include citation of laws that may be used by either side, and problems which would have dual sides to argue. So you need an expert to write it. And ILSA asks experts in international law to write the problem. And this year's problem, the 2025 problem that's just concluded, had one Filipino in the team. The problem writers would want to make it as relevant as possible. So the current issues of the time are incorporated into the Jessup compromis. It's called the compromis or the Jessup problem. The compromis or the problem, that's the word used in the International Court of Justice. So when a case is brought to the ICJ, it begins with a compromis, the agreed facts. So that's the problem, the Jessup problem. And by design, they intentionally use current events so that students would be able to understand and feel that it has relevance. Yung pandemic, nagkaroon tayo ng case tungkol sa mga kinidnap ng mga estudyante sa Africa na dinala ng isang rebel group. Nagkaroon tayo ng topic tungkol sa invasion ng isang malaking superpower, Russia-Ukraine. Nagkaroon tayo ng problem about nuclear weapons. Nagkaroon tayo ng problem about a president that was deposed. Marami tayong mga similar to na current events talaga siya. At yung kamukha ngayon, yung ating topic is the Nigeria. That's a play on the Aegean Sea. Yan. So marami siyang issues, no? Isa sa mga issue niya ay yung rising ocean levels, no? And ano ang rights ng mga coastal states, no? Hanggang saan ba ang kapangyarihan ng estado sa kanyang exclusive economic zone? Filipino ang nag-contribute niyan. Kiniklaim ng isang bansa na pag exclusive economic zone niya, hindi ka pwedeng pumasok, hindi ka pwedeng mangisda. So yung kabila naman sinasabi na hindi naman teritoryo yan eh. Kasi iba ang territorial sea. Ang exclusive economic zone, unahan kung sino ang may kapasidad. Ayan, so, which relates to us, di ba? Meron ding bahagi ng issue doon sa kasalukuyan na the present topic is two governments representing one country. Ayan, so sino ang kikilalanin mo? At meron bang immunity kapag nahuli mo ang isang dating presidente o isang tauhan, no? Which relate sa atin yun, no? Meron tayong dating presidente na nasa ICC ngayon, di ba? So, current events ang kinukuha niya. The beauty of the debate, if you've watched it, no, and I've watched it several times, it's like a chess game. The pieces are the same, but each match is different from the other. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano ang move ng kabila. In the same way, in Jessup debating, hindi mo alam kung anong argument ang gagamitin niya. So, maaaring mag-focus lang siya sa rising sea levels. Maaaring mag-focus siya doon sa immunity. Maaaring mag-focus siya sa exclusive economic zone issue. So, the debate will go there. Pero pare-pareho kayo ng weapons, pare-pareho kayo ng pieces, pare-pareho kayo ng facts. Pero depende kasi how the debaters choose to focus. And the judges, kung saan sila magfo-focus ng tanong. Kaya each debate is totally different. So, kahit pare-pareho ng topic, isang topic lang yan sa buong mundo, bawat match pag pinanood mo, iba ang lumalabas. Iba kasi yung nagiging focus eh. Depende sa kung ano yung circumstances, yung tinutukan ng debater, the focus of his speech, and the questions. You should know all the issues. Like in this case, 4 yung basic issues. 3 usually yung ginagamit nila. And pag pinanood mo, iba yung naging focus sa semifinals, iba yung naging focus sa championship. But it's the same topic. You have the compromis, the Jessup problem, and you need to prepare the memorials for the applicant and the respondent. And you have to submit that ahead before the oral rounds. That's the first part, submission of memorials. And it's graded separately. In the Philippine rounds, the judges are all foreign lawyers. So we submit the memorials to ILSA. ILSA assigns it to foreign lawyers who they don't know the teams. It's just numbers. Diba? And then they give the scores to ILSA. ILSA sends us the scores. So blind yon, no? So we don't know. So yun ang objective part. So half of your team's efforts have already been measured and assessed. May grade ka na. Then comes the oral rounds. Now the oral rounds are divided into 2. The preliminary rounds and the advanced rounds. So let's start with the Philippine rounds, so sa Pilipinas. No? So the teams now are assigned numbers and nagkakaroon kami ng parang match pairings kung tawagin. Meaning, i-match na namin team 1 versus team 2, 3, 4 for the whole rounds. Para patas, para fair. Raffle siya kung sino ang maglalaban. Basta importante maka-4 na laban ka. We don't announce the team name. So, bawal kasi i-disclose kung anong school ka para hindi maka-influensya rin sa mga judges. So, yung mga judges, hindi rin alam kung sino dito, anong school. Numbers lang nakikita niya. At bawal din mag-identify. Bawal magsuot ng mga insignia or colors that will show kung anong school ka. Sa oral rounds, magdi-debate kayo sa topic, meron kang 45 minutes. The team captain decides or divides it sa kanilang team. So, first speaker will speak for 20 minutes, then 20 minutes yung second speaker, 5 minutes for reply or rebuttal. No? After ng oral rounds, the judges will deliberate and give a score for the oral rounds. Pero sa preliminary rounds kasi, sa 3 points, yung 2 points kukunin sa memorial rounds. Eh. Yung memorial sa sinabmit mo. Oh, so may percentage yun. So yung score, hindi lang yung oral rounds. May bearing yung memorials. Yeah. After the preliminary rounds, the top 4 teams will move on to the advanced rounds. Yun yung semifinals. Bawat match, iba eh. Para siyang chess. Diba? Pareho ng pieces, pero hindi mo kasi alam eh. Kaya bawal ang scouting. Bawal mong malaman kung ano ang ginawa na nila previously. Hindi mo alam kung ano ang mga moves nila.
I think definitely the level of the competition is increasing every year. As in, gumagaling talaga sila, which is good. But at the same time, it's keeping us on our toes na we can never be complacent. We are just as good as our last work. So kumbaga, yung championship win natin back in 2024 does not mean anything pagdating sa other problems. Kumbaga, we're dealing with a new problem, a new set of team members, a new set of competitors. So we always have to be on our toes. Do not be afraid to try so hard. Do not be afraid to be characterized as someone na like full of tenacity lang. It's called having a dream. It's called having the grit to pursue that dream. And I never believed na a skill or a talent is innate or inherent. Never. Anything you want to learn, you can learn. Any skill or talent you want to be good at, you can develop through time. And I think yung ganong klaseng growth mindset is what's going to set you apart from others. People who might have believed na, oh, bata pa lang ako, magaling na ako dito eh. No. I cannot, like, kumbaga, I refuse to believe na pinanganak pa lang ako, dehado na ako. No. You can learn anything. And to all law students or aspiring mooters na feeling nila like, eh, hindi ako naturally good at public speaking or hindi ganun kataas yung grades ko, it's fine. This is a whole new game. And in this game, everything can be learned as long as humble ka, you take the knowledge and wisdom of those who came before you, and you're always willing to learn.
Congratulations, right, to all of them, regardless of the results, no? It's not so much the result that counts, right, but it's the friendship that was nurtured along the way, the camaraderie that was fostered along the way, the experience that was acquired along the way, you know. So you participate in this competition, you give it your best shot, but you don't worry about the results. The results, there are other results, no, more tangible, like friendship, camaraderie, and experience.
To the competitors, no, I congratulate all of them. Kasi yung makarating ka lang sa level ng Filipino ng ibang klase, sa dinami-dami ng estudyante ng university mo, sa 10-20 mil na estudyante, isa ka sa mapalad na nagre-represent ngayon sa university mo, di ba? Na head-to-head with the best of the other universities on matters of intellect and communication skills. Kumbaga, ikaw ang varsity sa katalinuhan ng iyong university. So, congratulations na. Panalo ka na. Diba? Yung manalo ka pa sa match over another university ng patalinuhan at pagalingang magsalita, ibang level ka. Diba? At lalo naman sa kung mananalo ka sa buong competition. Ibig sabihin sa taong ito, ikaw at ang eskwelahan mo ang pinakamahusay sa Pilipinas. That honor will be enjoyed for a lifetime. Diba? Kaya, congratulations, mapalad ka. Nandiyan ka. Nagpo-compete sa ganitong level ng competition. The Olympics of debating.